In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can gain 48,000 XP with one anvil shot. However, you will need 2 blaze grenade traps for this. I do recommend bringing at least 2, maybe 4 or maybe 6 depending how you're feeling, but you need to make sure they are blaze grenade traps and not blaze grenades. You can get blaze grenades though from the actual scav run, or the free loadout run I should say, so you can just keep pressing surrender until you get those grenades and then extract with them. But let's get right into it. So you'll be able to pretty much one shot this. You can see here I've got the absolute god spawn with my teammate. We spawned 29 minutes into a raid. We're on Blue Gate. You can do this on any map. It doesn't really matter. You can see here I've got an anvil and we're going to head over to the location now. I do recommend bringing a raider's key. My teammate's got the raider key for me and he's just going to be on the lookout. I'm going to do this solo, but I want to do this in a duos or a trio game mode. Otherwise, when you're playing solos, you might get third party very quickly. So me being in here with my teammate makes my life so much easier. Even though he is falling behind, I'm actually max rank, so he's a little bit far behind on the stamina. But you can see as we get over here, we can see the beautiful queen right on this location here. The main issue with the actual queen is probably the rocketeer. So the rocketeer always hovers around the queen, so you want to make sure you get the right cycle where the rocketeer is moving away from the queen. And the good thing about the queen as well, it rotates in a circle angle, so you can always be behind it, and the queen's never going to turn around either. So as long as you don't shoot it, it won't get aggro. So you can just go right up behind it and place those blaze grenade traps on. You can see there's a player died to my right, and we can see that the rocketeer is coming towards us, which isn't good. We are actually going to get rid of this wasp here. These are so annoying. If you watch my previous video, I actually got killed by one of these trying to do the queen solo without doing the blaze grenade cheese. You can see here. Let's get rid of this. I do actually recommend putting a silencer on as well. This makes life a lot easier. You're not going to aggro the queen. And you can see here, I'm going to put the blaze grenade traps into my invent slot. You can see here as well, I'm only going to use 2. I'm just going to ask my teammate to sit here and wait. You can see that the queen is coming round. Try not to aggro. If you do aggro the queen, I do recommend just sitting in the harvester and waiting it out. But because we're already early into the raid, we should be fine. As long as that light doesn't go yellow or red, we are completely fine. And I do recommend putting your blaze grenade traps in your safe spot, just in case someone tries to sneak up on you and kill you. But at the moment, blaze grenade traps are currently like a gold item. They are not blue. But you want to pretty much come up here and you want to make sure it's inside the actual like body of the queen like this. And as we shoot these, one of them will set on fire. One of them actually fell onto the floor, but one of them's actually inside the body right now. You need to make sure it's in that location. And you can see here that the queen is on fire and it's taking a lot of damage. And you can see in the left corner there, 48,000 XP. And we've killed the queen in 3 minutes. That is it, guys. Absolutely insane. So all you need to do is make sure you pull it in that little spot. Make sure you go back to it in a second. I'll put it at the end of the video in slow-mo. And you can see here, we're looting all the items. Make sure you loot it all if you can, because you will gain a lot of XP for looting it all. But because the queen on Blue Gate is a little bit more awkward, more people tend to hover around this area. And as more people do this kind of like cheese at the moment, you've got to be very careful that you don't get third party. So I like to be near this petrol station. However, a lot of people do like to be in this petrol station, so you just got to make sure there is no players around. My mate is currently looting the queen. He does actually have the raider's key, so I actually have to wait for him to get to this location. He's trying to loot it. He's been a bit of a loot goblin right now, which is understandable. You can see here, I'm going to kill these wasps wherever it's gone. I have PTSD from these wasps. They actually killed me last time. And we're going to head over this way. And then as we go over here, where is this? There you go. Hit it twice. It should be destroyed. I'm telling my mate, be careful now. There is players around you. I'm going to see if he's up there. And you can see there's players fighting all around this area. I do not want to get involved. I probably could have looted the massive ball area there for 500 XP. But I've already got 2 of the queen cells. I don't really need much more than that. I'm happy with this. And I'm telling my mate, hey, you need to come over here. And he's saying he's overweight. You can see there. I'm telling him, let's get out of here before players come over. If people see that the queen is dead, they're just going to hover over to this area. Because if you can get like a free loadout off a good player, and again, you saw the loot that I came in with. I didn't have that great of items. The best item currently in the game is probably the blaze grenade traps. Probably better than some of these pink weapons that you're seeing. You can see my friend is hovering over this way. I'm telling him, just be very careful that you're not going to get killed. I'm just looking out for him. I'm telling him, come on, Smalley Biggs, come over, let's go. And we're going to head over to the Raiders hatch key, which is over here. And pretty much in 3 to 4 minutes. So we came in at 29 minutes and 30 seconds, I think. And we're at 24 minutes 50. And because I've already got a few of these queen cells already, and just as a little thank you to my mate, I'm just going to drop these for him in a second. I don't really need them at the moment. There we go, you can see here, I'm just going to drop him. There we go, he's now going to be even more overweight. And let's get out of here. He's got the Raiders hatch key. And just like that, in 5 minutes, we've killed a queen and we got out safely. But now I'm going to show the clip in slow-mo, and I'm also going to show it in fast at the end. As you can see here, as we come up to the queen, we need to make sure it's inside the body. You can see that the blaze trap is kind of halfway through. And as we put this on to deploy it, you can probably shoot this already. This could be fine, but just to be safe, I'm going to put 2 on. And then I've got my anvil to shoot it. You can see here the queen is slowly turning, but again, it's not aggroed. And then we're going to shoot this here. Now the queen is aggroed because I've shot it. And now I'm going to head away to this location here. And you should see the queen there. It does actually hit me with its leg, but does very little damage. And then you can see already that if you've landed it correctly, the fire trap will actually be inside the body. If it falls, that means you failed. So you can see here, as we're running away on this location, if you see fire on the floor, then you know you need to redo it. You can see here, one of them must have failed because it's on the floor. You can see the other one is doing a lot of damage in the body, and it's destroying it. You can see the fire is absolutely insane. And if we look on the left corner in a second, we can see the 46 or 48,000 XP, which is absolutely insane. And you can see my friend there. That is such an epic shot of my mate running away from it, and then boom. If you've enjoyed today's video, guys, don't forget to leave a like and a comment and maybe a cheeky sub, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I think this will probably get patched very, very soon, but at the moment, I feel like, hey, if you've got those blaze grenade traps and you have the blueprint, you might as well give it a go.